For many years, this boat has provided a livelihood for more than 20 Filipino families, but not anymore. This is all that is left of it. It was wrecked in the Reed Bank, a Philippine maritime territory in the Spratly group of islands in the South China Sea. The fishermen say they'd anchored overnight and were asleep when a Chinese vessel rammed the rear of their boat. According to them, the Chinese vessel turned, flashed its lights, and sped away, leaving them clinging to wreckage on the open sea.
We were adrift for several hours. Some of us got on a small boat and paddled for several hours to look for help. We are very grateful for Vietnamese fishermen rescued us, or we would died by now.
Joven Jacinto drew a sketch of the Chinese vessel. He says it was 3 times bigger than their own boat. In 2016, the Philippine government won a landmark case against China at the International Tribunal in The Hague. China's so-called 9-dash territorial claim has been declared invalid. The Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte considers China his government's closest ally and is refusing to implement the court ruling. The Chinese Foreign Ministry says what happened at the Reed Bank was a maritime accident, and according to its embassy in Manila, a group of Filipino boats prevented the Chinese vessel from helping the fishermen. Boat owner FELIX de la TORRE says he feels devastated.
Minana ko pa po yun sa aking mga magulang.
We inherited the boat from our parents, which is why we drag it all the way back to Mindoro. We are being treated as if we are slaved by China, as if we don't have rights in our territory.
It took 4 days at sea, 22 traumatized fishermen, 2 tractors, and a determined community for a damaged fishing vessel to be returned to where it first came from. And fishermen here tell us they will rebuild this boat and they will head out to sea again. The Philippine Foreign Ministry says it's filed a diplomatic protest against China. But Filipino fishermen say they've been reporting harassment at sea for years, and that's not enough. They say what they want is the Philippine government to act with dignity and defend the country's sovereignty. Jamela, Alindogan, Jazeera, Occidental Mindoro, Central Philippines.